Autobiography of Gucci Mane with Neil Martinez. He got the bust down, I got the bust down with the pinky ring. You heard me? You now tune in to a segment of Read a Book with that nigga Cain. I came up in my granddaddy's house at 1017 First Avenue on Olive Green, 2-bedroom, in Bessemer near the train tracks. Inside with my granddaddy, my mama, Duke, and me. But it was never just us. 1017 had a routing cast of family characters who could be standing there at any time. Walter Jr., my uncle, we call him GOAT, was always in and out of jail. That sound like my Uncle Todd. I had Uncle Todd like that. That nigga went to jail. Boy, that nigga robbed the store down the street from the jail. When he was locked up, he'd be there. Or one of my many aunties and her kids might move in for a while. The house was small, 672 square feet to be precise. So things got tight. Yeah, we lived like that in Elm Grove Projects before. Sometimes Duke and I got the bunk bed. Sometimes I'd be on the couch. Other times on the floor. Man, I used to sleep on the couch with my fat ass cousin. Them niggas feet, nasty ass feet, all on my head and shit. So me and that nigga basically went through the same thing. Where I met. My granddaddy had an extra rollaway bed in his room. That's luxury. We ain't have no shit like that. I don't think air mattresses and shit was even invented then. We ain't have no air mattress. We really was thugging. At one point, there was a bed in the living room. It switched up. Yeah, that nigga had luxury coming up, cause we had like a couch, a little chair, you know what I'm saying? We had about 2 beds. We had 3 bedrooms. I'm lying at my auntie house. She had 3 bedrooms, but she only had 1.5 beds. And my cousins were fat, so you know how that be. Them niggas had the bed all cheesy and shit. And my grandma was in jail. My grandma was real talk. My grandma was locked up for some shit with my mama. My mama had caught a attempted murder charge, but bagging into this white man. But she ain't even run over that nigga. She just bumped him. So my grandmother actually took the charge. My grandmother stood up for her, took the charge, went laid down for a few years for my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like right when I was born, I was a baby. So my grandmother took the lick, went laid down, and we just moved around, place to place like my auntie Pie, you know what I'm saying? And she was sick, she had cancer. So we was staying with her, my mama helping her through all what was going on and shit like that. So like we basically grew up in the same house, me and my cousins, feet in my head on the couch and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then everybody was bigger than me, I was the smallest nigga in that bitch. So like we basically went through the same thing, you know what I'm saying? But I can't say no specific home or no address, cause I stayed in motherfucking 3030, you know what I'm saying, Fairfield Avenue. I stayed in Glen Oaks, I stayed in Skyland, Science City, stayed in all them bitches, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and there's too many cousins for the name. My auntie had 7 kids. 7, my mama had 4, you know what I'm saying? Then we had a motherfucking bunch of other cousins coming around, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how it was. We just was like, it was a mix. It was like an infinity sign. We was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you know what I'm saying? But it all paid off for the best because I'm out here grinding right now. I'm healthy, I'm looking good, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that nigga Gucci just telling the nigga his life, you know what I'm saying? Me and Smallz been sitting here reading his book, man. Autobiography of Gucci Mane with Neil Martinez-Belkin, you know what I'm saying?
When you see a book like this,
Yeah.
and like you mentioned, it's his autobiography, what does Gucci Mane mean to you? When you see Gucci Mane's name, this is his what is it, something like this?
I feel like he feel like I feel like this. Like, you know, from my point of view, dude overcame a lot. And he just trying to get y'all, you know what I'm saying, a step into where he come from, you know what I'm saying? Autobiography, the base telling you how he grew up, what he came through, shit about him in his life. So for him to take time out to even actually, I'm pretty sure he ain't write it, you know what I'm saying? So for him to take time out to sit and talk to whoever interviewed him, Neil Martinez, you know what I'm saying? like he felt like he had to express that. He felt like he had to get that off his mind, you know what I'm saying? Like just like I gave y'all a brief summary of my life, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, dude just really basically getting y'all what he been through, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's food for motherfuckers, and sometimes motherfuckers just being pessimists and don't even want to accept the shit, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like you can relate to even one of the early chapters in the book that he wrote.
Yeah, I can relate to it because, you know what I'm saying, they got a lot of people that actually been through the same thing a lot of other people been through, you know what I'm saying? And there's motherfuckers that don't learn from that. Like, I'm a nigga that learned from that, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Now, what is your opinion of Gucci Mane overall?
Gucci Mane is a successful young black man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga grinding. I done seen him transition, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Gucci. I grew up on Gucci. We from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I remember we brought Gucci down there. They ain't had number 25 people come in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Then I remember, like, later on that summer, that boy packed the fucking Centroplex out, you know what I'm saying? So that showed that nigga grind and work, you know what I'm saying? Like, that show was grind and work. And then for me, like, being in the presence of him personally, like, he ain't just no square ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, that dude really, like, got some G in him, you know what I'm saying? Some street in him, so, yeah. And for him to keep grinding, like, he felt like he could turn his bag, take his bag from being a dirty bag and clean that bag up. So that's what I feel like he done. Now this nigga writing books and shit. Nigga, I'm gonna write me a book, you hear me? When I was in the pen, I started writing me a movie, you hear me? I started writing me a movie. I wrote about 4 pages and stopped, you hear me?
Why? Why'd you stop?
I don't know, man. I got some mojo.
Do you still have it?
The writing?
Yeah.
Boy, I lost all that shit. I lost all that shit when they kept shipping me to different facilities and shit.
Ah.
So I lost a lot of pictures and shit. My ex-old lady sent me some butt-naked pictures and shit. I lost all of them, so they might be passing around the jail and shit.
Now, you mentioned Gucci Mane. He had a show, and there was only 25 people that showed up?
Yeah, that's like back in the Gap. That's like way back when he first was, you know, when he was first cracking. Like, I was on that dude, and niggas wasn't even on that nigga, man. No, I used to ride in the Eldorado. I had a lack, red Eldorado. I used to ride in that bitch bumping Gucci. Niggas ain't really know what it was, but then next thing you know, dude just, the business. You know
Was it 25 people because a lot of people weren't up on him at the time and a promoter decided to book him for something like a little maybe too premature?
Yeah, it was some shit like
market?
that. Like, that's how Baton Rouge is. Like, I ain't not the name drop. I ain't even gonna put no names out there, but it's a few artists that's, you know, the business right now, and I done seen them niggas come there, and when ain't nobody come, then next thing you know, they had hoes lined up around the club to the corner, to the next corner, there to support them, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it be set up our way. That's what I see from our way, you know what I'm saying? But me, I'm an OG, so every time I go out, you know, I bring the sit out.
Well, I ask because sometimes, you know, some promoters in certain cities, they are onto an artist's music that's out of town, maybe a little more earlier than the rest of the people in that city are. So sometimes a promoter will bring an artist maybe a little too premature to the market. Maybe their personal.
It'd be their personal. Yeah, you said it. You said you. That was a question and answer right there.
Yeah.
Like it'd be their personal. You know what I'm saying? So like.
Yeah, they like their music. They want to bring them early. Want to maybe be saying they're the first promoter to bring them to the city.
Yeah. That
sort of thing.
Yeah, they got I don't know about that promoter shit. They got their own. They got their own like competitions and wars and shit. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, I'm an artist. You know, just call me, I'm gonna pull up.
How long before from that point, when 25 people showed up to the point where you seen
a short period of time, like 2 months, some shit like that. Probably not even that long, like a short period of time. Because like right after that, you know what I'm saying, dude, music just was everywhere. Like everybody was bumping Gucci and everybody hollering Burr. You know what I'm saying? Burr, everybody hollering Burr. Baton Rouge, they full of pills. Nigga eating them bitches left and right. Nigga eating them pills left and right. Eating them pills left and right, hot, Burr. Burr, full of pills in the club, you know what I'm saying? Had a nigga named Corlin in there, rest in peace, he lost his life, you know what I'm saying? Nigga Corlin used to get full of pills, eat about 20 pills, being dreams, just Burr, 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 he in that bitch jigging, you hear me? So they was on that Gucci, man. Gucci set a trend, you know what I'm saying? That shit caught in Louisiana, and that was the business.
Have you had a chance to work with him yet?
Nah, I never had a chance to work with him, but it coming soon, you know what I'm saying?
What would a song with you and Gucci sound like?
That bitch gonna be crack, you know what I'm saying? That bitch gonna be crack, cause we two street niggas. We gonna talk about some crazy shit.
Would you want him on the hook? Would you want him on a verse? How would that work out?
Hey, look,
Back and forth on one verse together?
The more the better. Fuck, we can do that bitch bar for bar, hook for hook. We can do a whole fucking song with nothing but hooks on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like, the more the better. Like whatever
A song
we come
with
up
nothing but hooks?
that
sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, that bitch gonna be the business. Yeah, but however, whatever. Long as we work, long as that opportunity actually take place. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the business.